Hi everyone, welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin with this weekend's weather. It's going to be gorgeous. However, things do begin to change by next week. We're talking about pretty extreme cold temperatures returning. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is standing by. What do you know, Thomas?
Yeah, my eyes definitely tuned to what's going to happen next week with basically snow on the way Tuesday and then back to some true winter-like weather. Probably the second or third coldest stretch we've had all winter long is in the extended forecast. But when we say nice weekend, we mean as nice as it can get for February standards. We're approaching 40 degrees right now. We've been in the 40s more often than not the last couple weeks here. That again is the same. Could there be some snow flurries? Sure, but this is not really a big issue. Maybe just a sprinkle or flurry for today. Otherwise, some mountain snow showers very much possible over North Idaho, just thanks to this weak disturbance that's sliding through. That'll be the case for Saturday and Sunday as well. Mountain snow still on tap, but temperatures do stay mild for only a couple more days because this is about as cold as the temperature trend can get for the Northwest. We are expecting temperatures as much as 20 degrees below average come next week. So coming up, I'm going to detail precisely how cold our highs and lows are going to get after we get some snowfall first.
We do have a major traffic alert to share with you here on KREM 2 News at Noon. WashDOT crews are taking down the rest of the Magnolia Street pedestrian bridge that spanned I-90. They're doing that this weekend. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez joining us with what drivers need to know.
So crews have definitely made some progress in the demolishing of this bridge. There's construction equipment on either side of I-90, and you can see behind me, if you've driven this stretch of the freeway at all in the past few days, half of this bridge, the entire middle part, is completely gone now. So crews did all of that work last weekend when they closed the freeway. Now they're closing it again to get the sides of the bridge demolished. Both directions of I-90 between Division and Freya will be closed tomorrow from 10 p.m. until Sunday at 9 a.m. Crews will start closing the on-ramps and reducing lanes starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. The Washington State Department of Transportation made the closure time longer this time, so crews had enough time to clean up debris.
We will be close. There'll be some cleanup left that'll be happening likely next week. It'll also depend on how quickly the structure does come apart. If it does take a little bit longer, we could be looking at additional delays or closures in the coming weeks.
So if you are driving I-90, here's a look at the detour map. Whether you're going east or west, getting off on Division or Freya, then heading to Sprague will be the best way to get around. As for walkers, now that the bridge is down, you'll have to cross either under Altamont or head west and cross under I-90 near Liberty Park. This demolition is costing the state $600,000, and WashDOT says that's much cheaper than trying to replace the bridge. Initially, the plan was for WashDOT to replace the bridge as part of the north-south freeway construction in the coming years once that construction made its way down to this area, but after some inspections, WashDOT decided the bridge was not structurally sound enough to make it that long. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Happening today, Washington Governor Jay Inslee is visiting Washington State University in Whitman County, and right now he is meeting with students, researchers, and officials to talk about clean energy issues. The governor is expected to also meet with WSU Center for Cannabis Policy Research and Outreach to learn more about their work on sustainable building materials from hemp plants. There will also be a Q&A session with students to discuss current legislative proposals to create more energy efficient buildings all across the state. And Spokane's regional leaders are making a joint effort in reducing homelessness. City and county officials from the city of Spokane, Spokane Valley, and Spokane County have drafted an agreement to spend 90 days creating a regional system to address homelessness. During those 90 days, community leaders will identify what the system needs to look like. It could be built on shared finances, data, and other resources.
Coming together and saying, yes, we'd like to have this conversation. We haven't made any decisions yet, but we are interested in a conversation about a regional collaborative approach to addressing homelessness.
Now, once the statement is signed, other jurisdictions like Cheney and Airway Heights will also be asked to join in on the discussion. Now to an update on a story we first brought you as breaking news yesterday right here on KREM 2 News at Noon. President Biden says the U.S. has no indication that the 3 objects shot down last weekend are tied to China. The objects are believed to be much smaller than the Chinese balloon. The military is still working to recover the debris from the 3 objects. Federal investigators are also still analyzing the wreckage recovered from the Chinese balloon that was shot down earlier this month.
Intelligence community's current assessment is that these three objects were most likely balloons tied to private companies, recreation or research institutions studying weather or conducting other scientific research.
At this point, lawmakers are demanding some answers as to why the balloon was not shot down sooner. 16 Republican governors, including Idaho Governor Brad Little, issued a statement saying, quote, too much time has passed and too little information is known. President Biden says he ordered his administration to set some new rules on how to deal with aerial objects spotted here in the future.